All right, we meditated this morning on Instagram. Shouts out to 2,000 of you that tuned in. But my heart is on fire, man. And I just want to start off like this. You know, I made a promise to my mom, man, when I was holding her hand when she was gasping for air. You know, pretty much going her last days, and I would live the rest of my days, man, going hard. Going hard, man, for what I believe in, for what I stand for. And I want to challenge all of you watching this, man, to go harder. Whatever it is for you in different areas of your life, go harder, man. You rose today with the sun. As the sun rose, be thankful and go harder. Go harder for yourself. Go harder for your peace. Go harder for your family. Go harder for your mission. Go harder for what you stand for. Go harder, man. There's more inside of you. When we get to about 4,000 people, I'm going to go in with today's message. So I need every 2,000 of you right now to share this message. Okay? And y'all watching this on replay, share it again. What up, Debbie? Debbie, press share. All right? I want to see you guys press share and share this message. That's all that I'm asking. Because the more people in here, the more people it will help. You could be a hero in someone's life, but I'm out here doing my thing. You already know I'm out here on these miles in the street, creating a momentum for my life. And whatever was on my heart, I was running. I said, I'm going to press, pray, and talk about it. This isn't premeditated. This isn't premeditated. But I need you to listen up. I need you to be centered today. All right? Don't easily get offended. Don't use the word but. Don't say but Trent, but this, but that. No, I need you to take ownership of your life, because if you ain't going to take ownership, you're going to give permission to something else. You're going to give permission to pain to take ownership. You're going to give permission to judgment. You're going to give permission to your boss. You're going to give permission to everybody else to take ownership over your life. All right, all 2,000 of you, press share right now. Tell people to get in here. We're going to start in about 3 minutes. What up, Donna? Donna say no giving up and moving forward, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. What up, Marie? I appreciate you, Marie, for being a sharer and sharing these messages. And it really means a lot to me. What up, Tracy? If you're going to go hard, I want you to comment, go hard. I don't need you to know what you're going hard for. Your soul knows it. You know it. But I want you to comment, Trent, I'm going to go hard. If you can't share it, just tag somebody to it, right? Tag somebody to it. All right, but this message has been burning on my soul the whole time. Maybe because it was hot outside. But this is a message that you heard me talk about before. But it needs to be explained. It needs to be reminded to your heart. Some of you, okay, I was thinking about this in my life. Every day I wake up, I say this prayer. God, burn every single bridge that leads my life as this car passes through. That leads my life back to destruction. Whew. Hold on. That leads my life back to destruction. Burn every single bridge, man. And some of us, we got so many bridges in our life that keep leading our life to things we cannot afford to go back to. Some of you are right now, you're keeping bridges in your life that you need to burn. And I want to tell you this, removing yourself from toxic situations, okay, isn't a weakness. Burning bridges in your life isn't a weakness. A bridge is leading you somewhere or moving you from something. And some of us, we're keeping bridges in our life that are bringing us back to the same crap that we keep on going back to and expecting change in our life. Remember, removing yourself from toxic people, from toxic situations, this, that, or them, whatever that means for you. A toxic mindset with yourself. Removing yourself from toxic things is not a weakness. It's called wisdom. And some of you need to wise up in your life, because you're keeping things in your life that you have to let go of. What are the bridges in your life that you need to burn? Because the more you keep bridges in your life that need to be burned, the more you're keeping yourself from the bridges that need to be built. You can't keep a bridge of pain in your life and expect to build a bridge of peace. You can't keep a bridge of confusion in your life and more bridges of confusion in your life and expect to have these bridges that lead you to more clarity. It don't work like that. It's time for you to burn these bridges. It's time for you to take ownership over your life. It is yours. Nobody else's. Stop expecting people to do it for you. Stop expecting people to change. Stop expecting people to do things for you. Most people look out for themselves in a selfish society. So you got to start looking out for you, not in a selfish way, but you got to take care of you. And the more you keep these things in your life, the more you keep these bridges in your life that need to be burned, the more you prevent your life from moving where your life is supposed to go. Some of y'all got bridges in your life that leads you back to a lesser you, that's leading you back to depression, that's leading you back to headaches, that's leading you back to bad health, and you keeping this in your life. Because people told you don't burn bridges? No, there's certain bridges that you don't need to burn, right? Be mature. Don't take this out of context, but there's bridges in your life that you have to burn. So what are these things in your life What are they connecting you to? What are they connecting you to? Think about that right now. What is it connecting you to? And it's a simple freaking answer, man. Is it connecting me to a greater version of myself? Or is it connecting me to a lesser version of myself? And what you choose to accept is what you deserve. And I'm going to be real with you. Some of y'all might not like it. I told you don't click on this if you don't want the truth. If you get offended by the truth, what you choose to keep in your life is a damn choice. What you are choosing to keep in your life is a choice. But Trent, forget the but. Stop using but as an excuse to keep yourself in pain. Stop using but as an excuse to keep your life where you know you don't want to be. If you're going to keep complaining about the things that you don't want to change, stop complaining. Because at the end of the day, no matter how hard it is, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's not, you don't go through your seasons of loneliness. I'm not saying it's easy to break an addiction. I'm not saying that. It's terribly hard. But I'll tell you what's harder is staying in the situation for the rest of your life. I'll tell you what's harder. Stay in a situation that's disturbing your soul every single day you wake up and you can't even live your life, but you're keeping things in your life. Again, what you are choosing to keep in your life is a damn choice. And yeah, people might not like it. People don't agree with it, but I'll tell you this, man. It's always the people that want to use you that's going to make you feel guilty for not choosing to be used anymore. Hello, tweet that, quote that, post that. It's always the people that want to use you that will try to make you feel guilty for choosing not to be used anymore. If your bridge is an environment, your environment is everything. What you surround your life around is what you become. Some of you are expecting to level up your life, but you're keeping your life around mindsets that are small. No offense to them. There's good people in this world, but they might not be good for you. Hello. Some of you are expecting to level up your life. But when you look around, you can't even get inspired because you're around people that are choosing to settle. You're around people that are accepting less. You're around people that are unhappy and they good with that. And you keeping your life. You're giving yourself too much credit. You're giving yourself too much credit. You have to remove yourself from situations, man. Because those weeds will overtake your life and their problems will flood your life and those problems will eventually drown your soul. My question to you again is what bridges are you keeping in your life to all 4,000 of you? Share this right now. Because we still got another 5 or 10 minutes. What bridges in your life are you keeping there that need to be burned? Because there's certain things that your life cannot afford to go back to. This, them, or that. Whatever it is for you. Whatever it is for you. Go harder for your damn self, man. Go harder for self-care. Go harder for your health. Go harder for you. Some of y'all making life a lot harder than it is because you're choosing to keep things in your life that's draining you. You're choosing to carry weight that you don't have to carry. You're choosing to keep bridges in your life that you don't have to keep in your life. You're a human being. You're a grown adult. You can make a choice. But Trent, it's so hard to make it. But you know what? Okay, then settle for less the rest of your life and die miserable. Settle for less the rest of your life and be unhappy for the rest of your life. Go the rest of your life not living the life that God intended for you. Okay. If that's what you want to choose, cool, but don't complain about it. Because some of us, we expecting miracles without doing the work. Some of us are expecting change without making the changes. But Trent, no more buts on here. I don't want to see any buts in the comment box. Do. If you want better for your life, you have to do. You have to take action. You have to put the systems in place that serve your life. Yes, I'm getting in better shape. I have to put this in action. Is it hard to run? Hell yes. I'm in Texas heat. It is hard. I'm not in the best shape I want to be. But Trent, if you say you want to get in shape, if you're tired of feeling a certain type of way, if you're tired of your energy being low, if you're tired of looking in the mirror and realizing that you settle for less, guess what? You got to put in the work. You got to be disciplined. You got to do it. Ashley on here can't get you in shape. They can influence it. They can inspire you, but you got to do it. If you say that you want it, the problem is this, and some of y'all gonna hate me for this, some of y'all probably gonna follow me for this, but that's why I titled the message. If you don't want truth to get offended by it, I'm sorry. But you know, everything I say is out of love, man. As I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too. This is how I talk to myself. But the problem is, man, some of us don't understand until it's too late how much it's costing us to not do. Some of us don't understand how much it's costing us to not do. To not do. It's costing you. It's costing your future. You might not feel it now, but it's costing you. And I know I'm going to get some backlash on this one. but it's facts. Y'all been following me for the last decade. You should be used to straight up by now. The truth is, some of y'all, because this was me, ain't really sick and tired of being sick and tired. Because when you really sick and tired of being sick and tired, you know what you do? You draw a line on the sand and you say, no matter how comfortable life may be, no matter how lonely I get, no matter how hard it might be, I know for a fact that I'm never going back across that bridge. I know for a fact I'm never crossing that line again. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm drawing a line in my soul. And I'm saying, you know what? I'm willing to take the path unknown. I'm willing to risk that path because I know where this path leads me to. I know where that led me to. I know what that's about. I know what I'm getting from that. But I'd rather take the path unknown than stay in a place that I know is not bringing anything to my life. All right? Ain't nothing special about me, y'all. Ain't nothing special about me. I just go hard for what I believe in. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's easier than just preaching it. Trust me. But if you really want it for your life, whatever that is for you, this ain't a relationship message. Please don't get it twisted. Don't put me in that relationship coach box. This is a life message. Because we all got bridges. Some of us, our bridge is demons. Some of us, our bridge is past. Some of us, our bridge is addiction. Some of us, our bridge is people. Some of us, our bridge is health. But we gotta build the right connections. Because connection is power. And what you are connected to will power your life. So if you're connected to stress, stress will be powered in your life. If you're connected to feeling like I'm not enough because of the environment that you're in, because you're around people that do nothing but pull you down, your life will be powered by less, and you will accept less, and you will become less in your life. Check your connection. But if your life is powered by God, if your life is powered by faith, if your life is powered by joy, if your life is powered by goodness, and that's what you're connected to, if your life is powered by peace, by growth, by discipline, by positive suffering, not negative suffering. Because let me tell you something right now. There's a thing as positive suffering. If you're a believer in God, Christ suffered. That was positive suffering. Because it led to something greater. Some of us, we expect to go through the journey without suffering. I'm suffering out here. It's hot. I'm tired. Right? Me and my friends always talk about the donkeys, everybody else. The donkeys was chilling. The llamas were out there. They was tapped. They was in the shade. I'm in Texas heat. I'm suffering, but this is positive suffering because this suffering leads to something greater in my life. Now, we have negative suffering where we stay in situations that do nothing but drain us, by do nothing but make us feel empty, by do nothing but question our worth. That's negative suffering. But when you're connected to positive suffering, you produce success in your life. You produce peace in your life. You produce goodness in your life, man. These are messages, man, that need to be taught to the world. I ain't saying just for me because it's me, but these are life messages that people just understand this, their life would change. It ain't nothing special about me, y'all. I just try my best to better my life. Is my life mistakes free? Hell no, it's not. I make mistakes, but I learn from my mistakes. And I understand, man, I don't want to cross that line again because I know what that brought to my life. So go hard for it, man. Go hard for you. Because one day you ain't going to have the chance to. One day you ain't going to wake up. Go to the cemetery today and go look at graves, man. Go look and see. That's where you're going to be one day. You're going to be there one day unless you get cremated. The dash ain't promised, man. None of us know when our last day is. So why not go hard? Why not? Why not get the best out of your life? I don't believe life was meant for us to suffer. We just choose stuff that adds to it, man. What up, Alexis? I appreciate you. But I don't want to be this motivational speaker. I don't want to be motivational. I want to be truthful. I hope you feel my heart through this phone. I want more for you, but it doesn't matter who wants more for you if you don't want more for yourself. Either you can make moves and go harder for your life, or you can make excuses. But I just know when you do the right things, when you make the right decisions, when you connect to the right things and people, something just happens where things start to work out and things start to get better. So some of y'all, Need to grab some gasoline, some emotional gasoline, not physical. I don't want y'all to be like Trent told me to burn some stuff up. Some emotional gasoline and set some bridges on fire. Because when you set some bridges on fire, you don't have the temptation, the temptation to go back when it gets uncomfortable. Because that's what most of us do. When it starts to get uncomfortable, we go back to those situations. We go back to the things that drain us. We go back to the things that hurt us. We go back to the things that don't help us. If you're in a health situation, man, get all the negative food and stuff. If you have temps, get all out your house. Throw it all away. So when you get hungry, right, you have no choice but to eat healthy. Right, if you're a runner, be like me. Go run out. Right, go run out far away one way, because you can't go run a circle and just stop. That's why I love to go around these roads. And I didn't burn the bridge of like going back home. I got to get my miles in to go back home. Stop giving yourself so much credit for self-will, for all of those things. And get rid of the temptations in your life, man. If you want to grow. If you want to grow. That choice is on you. What are the bridges in your life that need to be burned, and what is power in your life? What are you connected to? Because if I sit down with you, I know a lot of y'all, Trent, I want to talk to you one-on-one. Everything that I would tell you one-on-one, I tell you on here. I don't hold nothing back. I would tell you on here, and I would just tell you, I would sit down and be like, man, you're not happy. Okay. Your life is connected to something that's not making you happy. What is it? Is it comparison? Is it around people that not make you happy? What is it? Let's figure it out. Let's unplug that. Let's unplug it. Let's stop being connected to it. And let's connect to something better. Thanks for sending the stars, man. I appreciate all 4,000 of you. I got to get back to the house. I done came on live every day this week. Again, man, something has awakened in me that either didn't exist or has been asleep for a while. And I cannot tell you again, I know what it was for me, man. Like I said, seeing my mother gasp for air, her final days, and knowing that we all gonna have that day, it changed me, bruh. It changed me. It changed me in the best way possible, because I'm like, I'm about to go hard. I'm about to go hard. And anybody that don't want to go hard with me, peace. Anybody that's disturbing my peace, peace. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people perceive of me. I know my heart. I'm going hard for my life, man. I refuse to get to 10 years from now and realize that I wasted it because I wanted to stay comfortable because I didn't want to offend people. Nah, I'm burning that bridge. Buying everybody's cup of tea. Go get you some coffee or something. Because I ain't changing the formula, bro. And I encourage you to do the same. That don't mean be arrogant. That don't mean treat people like trash. My heart is always rooted in love. I'm always going to serve in love. But I'm also going to be who I am and stand on my 2 feet and stand 10 toes down. Because I know the mission that God put on my heart, and I refuse to tone it down. I refuse to settle for it. I refuse to do anything that doesn't accomplish that mission. When I leave this earth, whenever that is, people going to say, damn, Trent lived a hell of a life and he went hard for what he believed in. They're going to replay, my great-grandkids going to replay these lives and be like, damn, my great-grandpa went hard for what he believed in. Yeah. And I want you to have that same feeling in your life, whatever that looks like. Whatever that looks like. It might not be a speaker, whatever that looks like for you. When you go to sleep at night, as much as you can, you should be like, man, I feel accomplished today.